Hi there, Angela here, and today I want to talk to you about what does poor self-care look like. So do you often feel exhausted and overwhelmed or neglected as well? So are you struggling to prioritise your own needs and wondering if you're practising poor self-care? Poor self-care isn't just about neglecting your health. It can affect your mental, emotional and physical well-being as well. So things like not even going outside, a full stop. It can really sort of affect you so a lot of people don't know that it can manifest in ways such as chronic fatigue. So you can just be constantly tired all the time, poor hygiene and emotional instability as well. So it's important to identify these indicators early to address and improve your self-care practices. And you might not, sometimes it gets to the point where you don't even realise that's what you're not doing, if that makes sense. So ignoring it can just lead to sort of the burnout, the increased stress and a decline in your physical and mental health as well, which is something that's, you might think that, like I've said in previous videos about, skipping, having a shower for a day. That's understandable. Sometimes you're busy or you're really tired and you just want to go to bed. So that's not what I'm talking about here. This is when it gets to a point where you are not addressing and not living a balanced and balanced and fulfilled life. Strategies you can use is looking for the common signs such as chronic fatigue, such as poor hygiene, neglecting your medical appointments, not going to the doctors, and emotional instability as well that you might not pick up on. So, and looking at your routine. So if you're neglecting your self-care activities like regular meals, like I've said before, exercise and sleep, if you haven't got all of those things brought together, and that's different for each person as well. So I can get by on 6 hours sleep and do a full day's work and be fine. And then other days, particularly at different points in my cycle, women will understand this, that at different times in your cycle, you can feel sort of chronic fatigue and you might not want to do a lot. And that's down to hormonal things, not just, you neglecting your self-care. So don't get it sort of mixed up with what I'm talking about here. So, evaluating your routine, and if it is down to hormones, it's understanding when it is and when it isn't. So if you can set some small achievable goals as well, like drinking enough water, setting yourself some really small sort of easy goals, like taking a walk every day, getting sleep. They're sort of your nutrition, your water and your sleep are sort of some main pillars of your mental health. If you don't have those under control, there's a price to pay for that. Engaging in activities that support your mental health as well. So that can be different for each person. And creating a self-care schedule. So you might need, and I've done this when I was not at a very good place, I had to write lists on what do I need to do when I get up in the morning, like to make myself feel better. Because sometimes, getting up and just getting straight on your phone and scrolling just makes you feel like shit. So sometimes, I will wake up to messages, and a lot of the time, because I'm a therapist, I wake up to some messages and it's some things that are very hard to read. And I have to take my time sometimes to balance my own mental health before I then go in to look at some of the things that might not be the way that I want to start my day. Developing a schedule that gives you time for relaxation as well, and makes you able to socialise with people and get that connection that you might need as well. Talk to family and talk to friends, and if you need to, go and speak to a healthcare professional as well about your struggles, so it can provide motivation and accountability if you go and speak to other people, and that they're holding you accountable as well. So you might need to do that. So recognising and addressing poor self-care is essential for your overall well-being, and by identifying the indicators as well and evaluating your routine, setting small goals, prioritising your mental health, creating a self-care schedule, and seeking support as well if you need to sort of speak to people. And remember, it's not a luxury, self-care. It's a necessity. So taking the first steps towards making it a priority today, it can really enhance the quality of your life. I hope that's helped, and please always remember you can reach out to me if you need anything more personalised, and also comments. I reply to all comments, so please feel free to comment, and I really appreciate you watching this video, and if you like my content, please feel free to subscribe, and thank you very much.